Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ira de la Cruz, and I will be your moderator for today's focus group discussion. This discussion will revolve around the understanding of netiquette awareness of grade 11 students. Later on, I will be asking some questions that will vary from simple to complex that will help me and my co researchers to be able to understand the level of netiquette awareness of grade 11 students, specifically under our research titled Understanding the Impact of Netiquette Awareness Regarding Socializing Among Grade 11 Students of Golden Fate Academy on TikTok. Let's first start with our ground rules. I am requesting everyone to please follow these simple rules. First, respect listening. Let others finish speaking before you respond so everyone can have an equal opportunity to answer and give feedback. So let others finish before you speak. Second, stay on topic. Keep comments and answers focused on our topic, which is netiquette awareness. Third, raise your hand to speak. To not interrupt others, we must raise our hand in this meeting so the person is aware that you have an additional answer. Lastly, mute when not speaking. Let's respect the speaker by maintaining silence and only speak when called or raised your hand. I would like to inform everyone that our meeting is being recorded. However, this is completely confidential, so every piece of information given will be used for research purposes only and will not be shared with anyone who is not in this meeting. If you have any follow up questions or if you would like updates on the findings, I will allot time for you to ask these questions at the end of our meeting. Now that we are done with the introduction, I will now start with the simple questions. For the first question, how often do you use TikTok? May I please call on Mr. Mendoza to answer this question?
I actually often use TikTok for like 7 to 10 hours a day because to ease boredom and find happiness.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mendoza. Now let us proceed to the next question. How often do you think before posting on TikTok? Yes, Miss Bermundo?
I actually don't think before I post on TikTok because it is a trend usually I post on. So whatever someone does in TikTok, I just do it also because it is part of the trend.
Very interesting. Thank you for volunteering, Miss Bermundo. And for the last simple question, how often do you see a rude or disrespectful comment on TikTok? May I call upon Miss Magada to answer this question?
I see rude comments on TikTok almost all the time. I don't know why they do that, but sometimes I feel annoyed because they are do that.
Thank you so much for answering the simple questions, dear participants. Now let's move on to the complex questions. For the first question, how does netiquette awareness affect the quality of social interactions of grade 11 Golden Fate Academy students on TikTok? Can we hear from Miss Domenico?
It affects student social interaction by encouraging more respectful and positive communication, which can lead to a safer digital environment. This awareness helps students understand the impact of their words and actions, making them more mindful of what they post and how they respond to others. It also teaches them to handle disagreement calmly instead of turning to a personal attacks or cyberbullying.
Thank you, Miss Domenico. Very well said. For our final question, in what ways does netiquette awareness influence peer relationships of grade 11 Golden Fate Academy students on TikTok? Yes, Miss De La Cruz.
When grade 11 students understand netiquette, they treat each others with respect online. They avoid posting rude comments, bullying, or sharing things that might embrace others. This builds trust and makes their friendship stronger. It also helps them feel more connected and accepted by their peers on TikTok.
Okay, thank you, Miss De La Cruz. Thank you, everyone, for all your comprehensive answers. If you have additional remarks or follow up questions, It is now your time to do so. Does anyone want to say something? If not, this is the end of our discussion. If anyone would like the copy of the recording of this meeting, you may message me so that I can send it to you. Once Once again, we thank you for your time, and all of our research would not be made possible without your participation and cooperation. That is all. Thank you again, everyone. You may now leave the call.